Hey, we got it.
We got it. We in this thing, man. Let me
Yes, sir.
get my mind together. Let me get my mind right on this thing. Community Coalition Show. We back.
What's good, gang?
It wasn't David 2K. Y'all know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, sir?
What up, bro? How you living?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Good. It's been a good weekend. Tired though, but I feel like I say that. By Monday nights, I just be like,
right,
done. It's been one of them days too. So like,
right.
I done seen some craziness. Uber
What's
driver.
the crazy? Hold on. I need. Let me hear some craziness because I'm obviously not getting it here. So
okay. How my day start off? Day started off with Uber driver almost killing everybody and running down my almost took off my mailbox.
Yo.
Like, so my car was getting serviced, so I was like, okay.
Right. You told me about that.
Finished. Go pick it up, let me get an Uber and go back up there.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my neighborhood, my street is quiet.
Yeah.
There's nothing on the street. So Uber driver shows up. He tried to be cute and back into my driveway for no reason. Didn't have to do that. No reason.
You didn't have to do that.
No reason.
I know exactly.
no reason.
Why would you do that?
Back in the driveway, there's no cars, no obstruction. You could just pull it in, pull right out. It's not like you couldn't get out. Like, and I'm pretty sure he has a newer car, so I'm pretty sure he has a rear view camera. So he's backing up, and I'm looking at him like, yo, he's cutting it short. And my man is like hit the gas and almost murdered my mailbox, yo. I'm like, hey, yo, like trying to wave him down. He ain't say nothing. So I'm like, okay, so he finally gets.
Nah, he probably died. Hey, yeah, keep coming.
No, I'm waving him like, what you doing? Like, if you take my mailbox off, we fighting. Y'all don't understand what you got to go through to put a mailbox back up. It sounds so simple, but no, because I'm not the guy doing it. I mean, the hire guy. No, we was gonna square up in my driveway, like, straight up.
True Uber driver fashion.
I was gonna stretch him over his car, like I was hot. So then we get in the car. I'm trying. Okay, I'm like, calm down, cool. Let me be nice. Try to speak to him. He ain't say nothing.
You hit the don't stir option.
I'm like, how you doing? What's going on? Try to be nice and cordial to people. Like, even though you just almost like did a donut in my driveway, but okay, I'm trying to be nice. Like, he ain't speak. Right. Okay, like.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask one question. And did you give him 5 stars?
No.
Wow.
No. I mean, come on, you know me, like,
yeah.
Tip. Try to be nice. Well, my thing is, if nothing else, okay, you suck at driving. I don't understand that. You an Uber driver, but you suck at driving. Okay, but at least be nice and cordial to people.
Right.
That's the one basic thing we can do for each other. If nothing else, to speak hello, how you doing? I'm in your car, fam. You had to ride. Mm-hmm. Like, it's gross.
Yeah. If anything, like I've been in bad, like the fact that you said you didn't give 5 stars.
Not.
Like, I've been in bad Ubers and I've given the person 5 stars.
No,
like the fact that you said no.
No, because you know what? We live in an honest world, right?
Right.
And at some point in time, somebody got to tell you when you suck.
Absolutely.
Nobody's afraid to tell me when I suck. So one thing about, like, let me have a bad day. Oh, I'm going to hear it from somebody.
Right.
Sometimes you got like, and I still tipped. Still, paid. I ain't complaining enough. And I ain't calling snitch and complain.
You know what? A lot of people wouldn't have done that. So
I ain't giving to Karen. I just didn't.
You know what? You're a good dude for that.
I mean, I try to be like that
because I know people that wouldn't have done the 5 star. I know people that wouldn't have done the 5 star thing, and then also on top of that, not tip, and then on top of that, complain.
Like I said, I ain't gonna do all that. I wasn't gonna go out my way to do something nasty.
Right.
Even though he hit the curb when we left.
Oh snap.
We got to the light. My man stopped mad short. Almost like we're at a light. Again, the neighborhood. There's nothing around. It's middle of the day. Ain't even no cars out there. We get to a red light. My man slammed the brake. Was no car in front of him or nothing. Right. He stopped like 50 feet short of the light. Almost gave me whiplash. I'm in the backseat like, oh, fam, what is you doing?
You know what I'm gonna say? Suspended license.
Look, I don't know.
You might have, like,
I don't know how. And I ain't trying to dog him, but like, fam, was neck all hurt. Then we get to the gas. I don't know how he shorts the turn. He shorts the turn, runs up on the curb at the gas station. I'm like, fam, what? Yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? So that was my morning. And then from there, I mean, it didn't get too crazy. Like, okay. So get the whip. I'm like, okay, it's got a lot of like, mechanic marks and stuff. So let me go to the car wash.
Right. How the car looking?
I mean, it's straight. I mean, it's brakes. It's routine maintenance. You gotta just do it. Get to the car wash, and like, I don't know what was happening, but it was like dudes was beefing outside the car wash. So like, because it's one of like, I don't know, like, it's kind of like an old school, but we don't have too many right here like in the DMV, where it's like you pull up, guy takes your car, drive it through, they go through the big wash, and when you get out, like they couple people come over, wipe it down, the windows, interior, clean the tires, all that stuff, right?
Right.
So I don't know what happened before I got there. So I come out from the little booth to pay, and I can see my man is already agitated, like, because it's like a little wait area. People it's outside, so a couple little benches.
Was it a worker or was it?
No, it's a customer.
Yeah, okay.
So my man can see my man. He looking, and I don't know what happened, but I guess he ain't see his car. I don't know what he was looking for.
Okay,
but eventually I figured it out though. So he looking. I guess he seen his car, and I guess his car didn't get serviced. They wasn't wiping his car down.
Yeah. Okay.
And they started working on people's car. I guess they came after his. Which common mistake. If you go to that car wash, it happens. A lot of people, it's kind of chaotic. You don't go to that car wash if you know it's in Laurel. You don't go to that car wash. It's not a quick in and out.
Okay.
You're gonna be there for a couple minutes. It's typically a line. You go there because they vacuum, they do the whole shebang.
Right.
So my man is like, muggy. So I guess, I don't know if he went to approach a dude, another customer, like, hey, your car, you finished or whatever? Like, I guess he was asking them why they did his car first. I don't know. So I seen him approach dude, and it wasn't a smart move, because this is one of them dudes you just don't approach. My man was like 7'3".
Yo.
Like 290, big Shaq face looking, man. Like, man. So, and the dude who approached him was like 5'3".
Dude, I'm 5'5". Yeah. I know not to approach people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So not only did he approach a dude, he approached the biggest dude of all time. Like, this is not a dude you just walk up on.
This is not jail. This is a car wash.
It's a car wash. My man had a big Ford F-150. Like, the wheel was taller than dude. Like, so he approaches him. I guess they had some words. And dude, we could tell he's small, so he like got that little complex. He going, and the big dude, at first he kind of ignored him. You can tell he was trying to ignore him. He like, go ahead, man. I don't even know. You can tell he's like, I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. I don't work here. I don't know what's going on. That's what he said. Right. Little dude proceed. Now he making a scene. He yelling, screaming. He cussing the dude out. All types of stuff. Mind you, we're in a quiet area. You don't do this stuff over here.
Right.
So it don't take long for local cops to show up.
Yo.
So I'm literally sitting at the bench watching this, like, somebody getting locked up, unfortunately. Can't do nothing to save this dude. Everybody, like, workers, people confused, people like, what's going on? Like, and so finally, I guess when he saw the cops pull up, he trying to, like, that's when he kind of calmed down.
Right.
But
it's a little too late.
It's the dumbest scene for nothing. Cops ain't really do nothing. He ain't do nothing. They ain't really care. So they kind of just like, who called it? First of all, who called?
Yeah.
And two, maybe, but a lot of people.
We know who called.
We know who called. We know who called. Cause I'm like, this little Oompa Loompa is really popping off for no reason. We're at a car wash, fam. Get your little $20 car wash and come on.
Right.
Now you got the workers all tight. Everybody's scared.
Get your $20 car wash, and then you can go back to the lollipop kill.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Like, it wasn't that serious. I don't know.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm sitting in the front row seat, like, why, y'all? I don't understand. Like, if that wasn't the definition of a nigga moment.
Yes.
For like, I still try to figure out, like, okay, you was mad because your car didn't get wiped down fast enough, but you didn't go to an employee that worked there. You went to the dude's car it was that they wiped down faster than yours.
Don't do that.
And you went to a dude, like, there was a no-win situation. Like,
I love it.
I feel like this dude was so big, you could have shot him 3 or 4 times and he still would have beat you up. That's how big this dude was. Like, he was going. Once this
bigger
dude,
than you?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. I mean, like, literally, imagine, like, he wasn't as tall as Shaq. But realistically, he had to have been about 6'7", 6'8".
Right. So built like Draymond, pretty much.
I mean, this dude wasn't skinny.
Okay.
I mean, imagine like he looked like a former offensive lineman, like an NFL offensive lineman. Like, he had bulk, he had size.
Right.
And he wasn't stiff. He would have tossed my man across the street.
You probably could have.
Like a shot put with ease. I don't know why this man was messing with him. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Why?
Right.
Why? Why do y'all do this stuff?
Okay. I have 2 questions.
I got questions too still. I don't know.
One, did anybody get video of this?
But I didn't.
I'm kind of mad you didn't. And then 2,
because I don't think like that. I'm like,
right.
I'm trying to make sure you don't pop off. I'm trying to get low. Like, man, you know, like, you don't know these situations.
That's a good point.
My man, pull out. I'm looking for like a way to get low.
Right. And then second, did anyone scream World Star?
No, because it wasn't. It's a bunch of older, I mean, like, people my age.
Right. Okay.
You know, it's the middle of the day. So it's like I said, little Tory Lanez looking dude was probably the youngest dude there. But everybody else is like older. So it was like people were really like genuinely confused about what was happening. They really thought that man wronged him somehow. And like people were really baffled. It was just the most random thing ever.
Right.
This is my life. This is stuff I come across. Y'all understand.
Right. But also it made it, like you said, it was the definition of a nigga moment. And like I just imagine someone like Tom, like but shorter, just being all like
it literally looked like Tory Lanez for Shaq. Yeah. That's the image I had in my head. Like, that's what it looked like.
I love that.
It was like, whatever. But it's the crazy stuff, y'all. So anyway, that's the life. If somebody could explain some of these moments to me, please let me know.
Right.
Because and I'm going to say this, but I don't want to stay too long. But it's like we see all this gun violence.
Yeah.
Especially in this area. DMV area has been crazy.
Yeah. Like, so you can hear the gunshots.
That was my first thought. Yo, it ain't even like, oh, these cats gonna square up anymore. They gonna fight. No, who's pulling out a gun? Who gonna start shooting first?
Who pulling the strap?
And that's why I'm literally like, okay, the door right there. I can probably hit that real quick. Like, what's over here? Like, I'm literally looking for, like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah. Because you just don't know anymore. It's crazy out here now.
Right.
So all that, I know.
That's another thing that we should talk about, though. Like, a lot of people are like getting shot.
Yeah. I do want to get to that, but not tonight, because I did some things I need to, like, I had to process some of this. It's getting bad. especially around here.
Yes.
But I did want to have some fun a little bit tonight.
Right. I'm here for it.
And so again, I posed you that question earlier. It was random.
Right.
This is also random, one of the random thoughts I have, right?
Right.
But it got me thinking because I was just like, okay, let's say, I mean, we're praying eventually we get out of this pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the world has kind of changed a little bit. Our culture, society has changed a little bit since we've been in this. Some things I like.
Yeah, me
I like
too.
some of this stuff. I don't want it to go back. And I don't think some of these things should go back.
Absolutely not.
You know, I really feel like some of the adjustments that we've had to make as a people, some of the stuff we should have been doing. Yeah, they've been for the better. And some of the stuff we should have been doing before.
Absolutely.
And so the pandemic kind of accelerated and forced our hand on some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked, that's why I asked you the question. What are some things you would like to see like kind of stay and we change even after the pandemic goes away? So I was jotting down stuff, writing a list too. So
I'm probably just gonna go off the fly.
Okay.
But also, honestly, I think masks should stay.
I kind of agree. I ain't mad.
Because people are nasty.
Yes.
I've seen people sneeze. I've seen people in public sneeze and cough out loud, not cover the mouth, not say excuse me, not even wipe their nose. That's nasty.
Ew, you got like boogers and dripping. Ew.
I don't want to see that.
Ew. Normally
I've seen people like wiping the nose.
Yeah,
like that.
They go hit the door handle, like try to dap you up. Like, no.
Nah, fam.
And yeah, and even with other things, like I said, there were other parts of the world that they were wearing masks way before this.
Right.
You know,
like a lot of the school students from Asia from my school that went to my school, a lot of them wore masks.
Because it would help the spread of some things, like I said, like flu and common cold. So, like, yeah,
right,
yeah, I think mask. I think we should keep up with the hand washing.
Absolutely. But also, why weren't you washing your hands?
Well, I tell you, it's crazy. It's one thing, even as a safety advocate and someone who has a background in safety, we've always preached some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Proper hand washing is nothing new. It's nothing new.
Right.
But again, I just saw a couple weeks ago, I'm in public bathroom. Where was I? I think I was at a restaurant or somewhere. Watch a dude walk out the stall, just hit the door.
You told me about that.
I'm so I wanted to go approach him. I wanted to, hey, because he opened the door. Now and I just think about everything he touched as he just. My man,
yeah, you know what I would have did?
No,
I would have walked out of the bathroom and been like, "Hey, yo, bro, you ain't wash your hands,
and you ain't wash it. You nasty." But see, you can't do that now because again, it goes back to you don't know if you got a strap theory. Like, I wanted to approach, but I really wanted to approach because again, but you don't know,
could kill you.
When they mindset, like
right now,
so it's like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking about it. Like my man was in there taking a strong deuce. Like,
yo,
yeah, he was in there.
Bro didn't wash his hands.
He didn't wash his hands, fam.
And you're at a restaurant
with the thin toilet paper too. You know that's nasty. Like, ew.
You literally gotta carry one of these everywhere you go.
Everywhere, and some wipes if you know you.
At a restaurant though.
Yeah, it just kept it pushing.
That's the nastiest thing I've ever heard.
Went back to the table, ate some finger food.
Yo.
You imagine that gross that is. You in that joint eating appetizers.
And
when you sharing appetizers with somebody, they don't know what you just did in the bathroom. You just went crazy in the bathroom. And now you in this joint sharing potato skins with a Bama. Like,
you don't care about your life.
Or know what else is. You just a renegade out here going crazy.
Man, you said, I mean, if it's not COVID, it's gonna be cholera.
Life is short. You only live once. Just go crazy. Like, so
not COVID, it's gonna be cholera.
It's going look. It's gonna be something, my man. Look, pray for people, y'all.
Yeah.
So
And wash your hands.
Yes, all that, man. Wash it. Just wash everything. Just wash everything. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Oh goodness. So,
but yeah, hand washing, of course.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my mask on, especially since we got the show mask.
Yeah, get one.
Get one.
Okay,
link in bio. Y'all know that.
Yeah. Okay. So you going mask. I was thinking a lot deeper, right? Because I had some time to think about this. My first thought was I really wish they would like get rid of the traditional 9 to 5 work schedule. And we're starting to see it during the pandemic where like people couldn't go to the office, they couldn't stay in offices anymore.
Right.
And so we started to see a little bit of like loosening up on this whole 9 to 5 thing, which is really obsolete for a lot of industries.
Right.
It is like
right. And we've seen how much it is.
Going to an office every day and you go, I thought it was crazy. You go to an office to sit at a computer. When you got a computer at home. You could do everything that we're learning. You could have did everything at home with the same computer. Oh, okay.
Right.
Probably a little bit more productive. Okay. So I just.
And then on top of that, I want to say, like, well, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Like, the literally going to an office to work.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to do that.
We don't. For a lot of industries. I'm not gonna say all, but I think about like office culture and commuting and think about like all the, man, it was sweet. Remember the first couple months of the pandemic and nobody was on the road. It was crazy because I watched cats literally, they was out there doing like 100 miles an hour everywhere. It was like 2 people that were on the road.
That's another thing. Nobody on the road.
2 people was drag racing everywhere, yo. All I saw was in Fast and Furious cars all over the place. They was looking for the opportunity. They couldn't wait. But
also let's not act like, especially on New Hampshire, that people are drag racing.
They be going nuts.
Bro, I hear it every night.
They're nuts on New Hampshire. That little straightaway up there before you get to the shopping center, they be going crazy. So imagine what they was doing on 95, yo.
Man.
It was going ridiculous. Like I was in the right lane. I was just watching Little Pass show. There was nobody on the road. So imagine like alleviate the traffic, emissions, all the, office. The only problem here's the issue though. I wish after this pandemic they would realize that and say, okay, you know what? We don't have to do this. But now we're gonna be left with a whole bunch of empty office buildings.
Yeah.
And companies still leasing them out because they got to pay for that stuff, right?
Right. You literally don't have to do that.
But the problem is, I think they're going to force people to go back just for that fact.
They have.
Yeah, they're starting to, yeah.
Right.
And that's why it sucks. Like, okay, who cares? You paying on the building for 3 more years. You're going to pay on it anyway. Right. Like, so I've seen more people going like hybrid, or maybe once a week or twice a week. Something, but like, just don't go back to the way things were for no reason.
Right.
I think people are a lot happier. I think people are more productive.
Absolutely.
People
I feel more productive.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we had to, like, I feel like you and me, especially with this podcast network, like we've become way better at marketing ourselves.
Yeah.
We've become way better at like promoting the podcast. We've become better at speaking with each other. Yeah. And I feel like that's one of the many things that I think has become better. Like I've become a better socializer.
Yeah, it's funny. Better socializer in a pandemic, right?
Right.
But yeah. Because we had to work at it. So I just, please, just don't go back to the way things were with that one.
Right. But also, okay, I should actually ask you about this.
What's that?
How would you feel if school did a hybrid thing?
It's actually on my list. I like it. I really feel like Not even just for like the public schools, the grade schools, colleges, trade school. I mean, I technically
I feel like colleges kind of do it already.
They do it, yeah. But I mean, maybe there's a way to expand upon it.
Yeah,
I feel like we got like online courses and stuff like that. But I think especially for grade school, who's really been behind on this stuff, they really didn't have to before. And we do. I mean, I do see the value, especially in kids. Like I look at my daughters, like there is value of being in a school building, Right. But I was thinking about days like I know around here, snow days. What if because like it's a whole thing, especially if you're on the East Coast. If y'all know, like snow days, it's a whole thing. It like adds days to the school year and all this stuff if you have them. But I'm like, no, okay. What if it happens? Like, okay, no, today we can't get to the building. Jump on the computer. Problem solved. So it may not have to be like every day. Or I think about all these school districts that want to go year round. I know.
I went to a year-round school, like in elementary school. I kind of hated it.
I know that's a whole.
I mean, issue. I liked it, but like at the same time, like it has its pros and cons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My argument is not that. It's the matter like, what if there was an option where part-time you were in the building, part-time it was distance, and you kind of made it work somehow within some type of system, but it's an option, so like this, I just don't wish people would be so quick to dismiss it and be such in a hurry to get back to what we did before with schools. No, like maybe like I think there are groups of kids who it may work for. What about kids who don't
socialize
well, don't have to be there all the time, or what if you got like a part-time school? I think about like, what about a high schooler? Okay, I gotta take 3 classes, I gotta be there. What if I could take the other 3 at home online? Sweet.
I think that would really help with high school.
Yeah, but what if I was a really smart kid where
you're able to get ahead?
I could take these classes now, but I could be knocking out some of these other classes. Just like college, you could be knocking out, whatever your load is. There may be some options there. So I just, I wish we would adopt that. I know a lot of industries like mine were really slow to adopt distance virtual learning. Like, no, people learn in different ways. Also, it's helped a lot of us reach markets that we would have never been able to reach before.
Absolutely.
International markets, in other parts of the country, remote parts of the area, so for business standpoint, it's been kind of sweet.
Like I think about some of the interviews that we've done.
Yeah.
Like who would I ever thought we'd be able to interview Kalechi?
Yeah. Or there's people who just aren't here.
Yeah.
So no, I'm with that. So that was on my list. That was actually number 2 on my list.
Oh, you have a countdown.
I mean, I was just taking notes. I just wanted to gather my thoughts. Yeah.
What's another thing you got on there?
Curbside delivery.
Love it.
Please, come on, man. Come on, y'all. Don't be quick to take this one away. It's been a sweet Chick-fil-A alone.
Yeah.
I don't have to get out the car. Y'all bring it to me.
I feel like Chick-fil-A, they had curbside delivery before the pandemic.
I mean, some places might have, but it's really been accelerated. Like Chick-fil-A down the street, they take the whole parking lot. They got like 17 parking spaces. You can pull up. They bringing it to you. Like, and a lot of places.
They say my pleasure.
Yes, it's sweet. It's sweet. And just think about, especially like winter months, you got to keep jumping out the car. It's cold. You just want to call ahead, grab it, and go. Like, I really hope. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but I would like to think that
they're thriving.
Yeah, at least off that alone, it may have helped. But mobile ordering. I know the Uber Eats and the DoorDashers and stuff like that. They've been going crazy. They came around at the perfect time. Yeah, let's keep that stuff going.
Absolutely.
Let's keep it going. Like, I don't want that stuff to go away. That's been one of the sweetest things. I can call. Let me go pull up real quick. I ain't even got to get out the whip. Yes. That means I ain't got to put on real clothes all the time. You don't understand, man. I can just pull up in the basketball shorts.
Right.
I ain't got to get out the car.
Right.
Like, I'm loving that. Because, think about it, like, you had to, like, put clothes on, go in the store, wait in line. Yeah.
That all takes time.
Standing there looking at each other mad. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to see y'all right now.
Don't let an argument come out.
Because that happens. It's always that one dude is waiting on his order, huffing and puffing.
Right.
It's taking too long, or that Karen who just not getting it fast enough. Like, I ain't got to see none of y'all.
Right.
Sit in my car with my music, chill out till the order come. Love it. Please don't take that away.
Right.
Yes.
I was almost in that situation today. Not the fighting, but like I saw. So that chicken spot that opened up near my place.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
So I wanted to go there, but it was crowded. So I chilled out and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this L. I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna get these snacks. Chill. And like that place is actually getting really popular.
Yeah.
But it's okay because one, there's food at home. Two, I don't have to talk to anybody or interact with anybody. I actually found out that they do you can do pickups.
See?
So I might do that tomorrow.
Walk in, grab that joint, bounce.
Right.
Yep. But you got, okay, when you do a mobile order, do you use David 2K?
I don't.
You should.
So that's funny though. I should, but also whenever a place asks for my name, for some reason I always use the word Johan, or I use the name Johan just because it's funny to me. But also I met somebody named Johan and he was super cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, maybe I should. I mean, I still use it, but also like anytime I use it now, I just think of him.
Yeah, I got a homie name. Shout out to Johan. Just got married.
Shout out to Johan.
Yeah,
one of the best actors I've ever met.
You have a common name, so I thought I had a common name, but everyone butchers my name.
How do you butcher Kenneth?
They kill my name between Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, Subway's another notorious one.
Like, I was about to say, I'm so sorry. I thought you were saying that like people instead of your name, instead of Kenneth, people were saying Chipotle.
No. So like when I go to those places, first of all, if you call me Chipotle, we fighting on site. That's the automatic square. If you just approach me, call me Chipotle, you're getting punched in the face. I'll just deal with it later. Like, but no, I've been in those places where like I tell them my name and I'm waiting and they call him Kennedy. What was it? Kennedy is the big one that you got a couple times. Kevin, I get Kevin all the time. I don't know why. How you get Kevin. But it's never my name. So I started using my middle name. Robert.
Oh, okay.
You can't butcher Robert. You can't. They haven't yet. So I had to start because last time I was in Chipotle, I was waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hell, like what's going on? Like about to pull a Karen move. I'm getting irritated. And they're calling Kennedy. I'm like, Kennedy, ain't nobody over here looking like a Kennedy. So, so I happen to go, and, they put it on the little mobile joint. So I happen to go look at it and I'm reading the order. I'm like, this is mine. This is my order.
Wow.
I'm Kennedy. I think I took a picture of it and everything. Kennedy. So hot. I sat there for all that time waiting. That was my order the whole time. So mad. So yeah, but I mean, all that to say, yeah, please, but I can work that out if you keep the mobile order.
Right. But also, and I feel like it's Starbucks and
it's another repeat offender.
Starbucks and there's another one that always gets your name wrong, but like they are notorious for getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Like Starbucks, I feel like they do that They do that shit on
On
purpose.
purpose. Like, Susan? Who is Susan? My name is Kenny. Who is Susan? Like, it'd be wrong. Like, oh, yeah. I was just writing stuff. Okay. Oh. Yes.
Okay.
More promotion and acceptance of entrepreneurship.
I like it.
That's what I really found was important. If you think about this pandemic, before this pandemic, entrepreneurship was still seen kind of tabooish.
Absolutely.
I remember telling people, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. And one girl was like, oh, you don't have a job. If you only knew, little girl. If you only knew. But it really was. It was seen like this thing, like people that really didn't quite, they thought it was a scam because a lot of scams were attached to that term. And then pandemic hits and everybody realized, oh, I need to get this money. And it became something that is now celebrated, which is a good thing. I've been screaming for the mountaintops for this forever. So,
and then on top of that, side hustles.
Yeah, and I think
because like I feel like especially today that like side hustles are just needed to even make ends meet, but also like during this pandemic, I think it's been very helpful because it allows you another avenue to like generate revenue.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They've been there. People have been trying to do this.
Right.
But I think so for a couple. One, for society and culture, it taught people that okay, this is okay. It's a good thing. You can do this, and we'll accept. It's not such a taboo thing you have to be secretive about. But also for people to realize, hey, I can do this too. Right. For people who had dreams and passions, and they may have wanted to pursue it, but they weren't quite sure before. They were hesitant. I don't know, like, this really accelerated and let people know, gave people the confidence, or if nothing else, out of fear,
right,
that we got to get something popping.
Right.
Let's keep that going, though.
Absolutely.
I don't think that should go away. Like, yes, get it popping. Get that side hustle, get that money. Even the term side hustle, it was seen as such like a negative thing.
Right.
Now everybody got side hustle.
Right. And honestly, like, I feel like you need a side hustle, like I said, to make ends meet.
Yeah. Well, even like them old theories where people say, oh, you need 7 streams of income. And what do you think those 7 streams are? You ain't got 7 full-time jobs.
Right.
So, like I said, these things were around. I just wished how we viewed them would have been different before. So now let's keep that same energy going. And when people start saying they're entrepreneur, the people that start saying they got business, they got side hustles, celebrate them. Continue to celebrate them.
Absolutely.
Let's start I would like to see more resources that way.
Absolutely.
One thing I've always been an advocate for is, why are we not teaching this?
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
And we know exactly why they're not teaching this.
I know why, but I still got to say it. Like,
yeah, we do.
They teach business, and you got to go get an MBA and all that stuff. But you ain't got to get an MBA to make mass. Right. You know what I'm saying? You don't. But there's people out here making a killing. Look, you ain't need an MBA to get that OnlyFans popping.
I was about to say. You want to talk entrepreneurs? Those are entrepreneurs.
And look, getting that money, whether you agree with it or not. But I'm saying, however
if you don't agree with them, stay broke.
However they was getting it, whatever your compass is. But even outside, there's a lot that came about from this. But I would like to see, maybe in grade school, when the kid grows up, what they want to be a business owner. They want to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Why can't that be a track that we start instilling in young people?
Right.
Like, why can't we can teach basic entrepreneur skills. Those things
should.
come along with basic money management, accounting, having people be more comfortable with documentation.
Absolutely.
Teaching people about processes and stuff like that, like the filing process. More resources.
Taxes.
Just another, yeah. I think the more people knew about those things, it makes going in and sustaining entrepreneurship a little bit easier. Because you can navigate that world a little bit more. We can teach that.
We should teach. I mean, we should teach that.
People pay me for that now.
Get that money.
Yeah. So I'm saying if I can teach it, we can teach it to the masses. Especially like certain states, I got a step process.
Right.
We can teach it. Yeah. So I would like to see that. Let's keep that going. All right. Okay, I talked about that. Better pay and accommodations for teachers.
Yo, hold on. That's gonna be a whole loaded question.
Yep.
Or a whole loaded answer. Because now all of the parents that yell at the teachers know what the teachers are going through.
Oh yeah. You got a little taste of it.
Put some respect on these teachers' names.
Got a little taste of it.
You can't teach your child. That's why you put them in the school.
And you don't know more than the teacher. Sorry, you don't.
Absolutely.
You don't know. You don't know about that's like you don't know about their world and their industry.
Right.
If we didn't see nothing last year, that's hard. Being a teacher is rough.
Absolutely.
And they don't get paid nearly as much for it.
Right. So that's another thing I want to see coming out of the pandemic. I want to see more pay for teachers.
Yeah.
I got homies that are teachers. So we need to see the price of that bird go up.
Yeah. We need to acknowledge that. The whole system needs to be reformed.
Absolutely.
It really does. I'm telling you, I'm about to start giving my kids teachers apples and cookies and all kinds of stuff. I'm about to keep them happy. Don't quit. Please don't quit. Please don't quit. Please don't quit. I've been in them schools. I've seen what it's like.
Right. You told stories on here about it.
Yes. Teachers have it rough, man. And I know a lot of teachers, they've been trying to tell their stories, but it's fear too. Like you don't want to get blackballed and outcast because you're trying to tell what's really going on. Teachers are strung out. Teachers are broke. They don't even make enough money to live where they teach.
Right.
They, damn near poverty line.
And actually, so I know it was like this year or during this pandemic that I realized this. Why do you think that not a lot of teachers live in the city that the school is in?
They can't.
They can't afford it.
You want to work in the best schools, but you can't afford to live in that neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying. And it blew my mind. And I was like, yo, like, I knew teachers that lived like half an hour away, hours away. And I was like, yo,
you got to make that crazy commute every day. Teachers be mad overworked. People think, how many teachers go home at the end of the school day? I've seen teachers hanging around the buildings till 6, 7 o'clock, trying to get all their work done. It's a lot of behind the scenes stuff to teach somebody. Planning, preparation, going through the guidelines and regulations. They go through meetings. They got all kinds of stuff they got to go through.
Right.
It's not just being in front of the kids and talking to the kids. I think it's probably, they give them like an hour or a period to plan. No, it's probably 50-50. You probably need this much time to plan as you do to teach.
Right.
And then all the dumb stuff that comes in between. Now you got to get prepped for testing. So you have to administer tests, the disciplinary stuff. I got to deal with these badass kids. I can't even teach because this kid wilding out, throwing stuff.
Right.
Stressful, dangerous environments. Dangerous. No, you know, like it's a lot. We got to do better for our teachers. Bus drivers too now. Bus drivers bounce.
Yo, bus drivers like they literally bounce.
They bounce. They was like, you know what, I'm over. And I feel like a lot of bus drivers,
they're older.
They're retired. It was like a second thing, you know, kind of keeping it going.
Right.
And a cool little gig. Pandemic, they was like, oh no, this is wild. We out early. No, I'm out. Now we struggling.
Right.
Again.
Like, but also like I think about that. Like I think about the like older coworker. Like you think about it, like you walk out to the bus and it's like, oh hey, where Mr. Omar at?
Mr. Omar went home.
Mr. Omar chilling.
Mr. Omar hit early retirement. I'm not dealing with this no more.
And he ain't got to.
Mr. Omar hit that PPP loan.
It's sad.
They'll catch up to him next year.
Not even.
Now they're gonna get his ass. They're gonna get him.
Nah, bro. Sam.
Yeah.
So, I had a teacher that was named. Okay, I shouldn't say his name.
No, say his name.
I shouldn't.
And don't say his real name.
He literally like was one of the best teachers at the school. And the sad thing was that like our class was kind of rowdy, but like he was able to deal with it. And we always knew to be respectful. So he let people talk. He let people like just chill. But the school was always sending people to the class. And then one thing he always said was that, like, I don't need this crap.
Yeah.
Stop sending people to my class.
On his back.
And then he quit. And then they probably got the worst sub in the world to replace him. And that was for the rest of the year. And I was so mad.
And to see how they do good people.
Right.
And that's how it is with teachers. They ride good teachers. They be on their backs, or they just try to get them to do too much.
Right.
Oh, you got to help out with this committee, or what's going on over here and that. Right. And it's like
you or they just try to get them to conform.
Yeah, or like try to figure out, what makes them tick, or
right.
And then, or just like any industry, if you're good at what you do, upward mobility. Hey, why don't you become an admin? They try to pull you up. So it's like, it's always something, but it's a stressful environment.
I want to say that like really good teachers, they know how to reach the kids. And I think that's why they never conform to like the typical teacher role.
Yeah. Because in a lot of these areas, you have to know how to navigate the kids first.
Right.
Like, and you see that with good teachers.
Absolutely.
Kids respect that, and they build relationships with the students.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. And then they get everything else in. They get the curriculum and the grading and all that stuff in, but they're good teachers because the kids respect them. The kids love them. So then the kids don't give them problems.
Right.
And everybody's trying to figure out.
Teachers, they are literally there to collect a check.
Oh, you know it. And you know it too. They don't give a damn about the kids. They don't try. One thing is they don't try to work with the kids. They don't try to build relationships. They don't try to figure the kids out. They don't care.
Right.
They don't understand why the kids. It's always like, these kids don't understand why they don't do this. They don't do it. It's always the kids' fault. And you can see
you don't understand what the kid is going through.
They don't
like
care.
I have to deal with you.
They don't care to understand. That's the problem.
Right.
A lot of adults, not even just teachers. I've seen adults in these industries, when you work with kids, they don't care to understand what the kid is going through. Right. So there's a disconnect. They expect kids to fall in line. They expect them to conform You follow the rules. You do as you're told.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna have a lot of these kids. A lot of these kids don't have rules.
Right.
A lot of these kids growing up, they live adult lives as kids.
Yeah.
They look at you like equal. Or who is this?
Who is this Bama?
Who is this? I'm in my face.
Yeah.
But when you bring it, you got to bring them down a little bit. You got to get them to understand. Like,
no, you don't need to bring them down. You need to meet them where they are.
Well, I mean, when I say bring them down, I mean you gotta find ways to bring them down, de-escalate them down. You have to.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you physically do it. It just means that you get them to respect you.
Absolutely.
Respect comes in different forms, though.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be an authoritative respect. It may be student-teacher respect. You know, like this person tries to understand me. This person's trying to work with me. Kind of respect. Right. It may not be perfect all the time. But yeah, so all that to say, I know we can have a oh my goodness, whole podcast about that alone. So yeah, come on, get the teachers some more. I'm gonna throw healthcare workers in there too. Yep. All them.
Shouts to everybody that works in healthcare, the nurses, the doctors, the practitioners, the volunteers, like
the people that are literally keeping us alive.
Yep.
The scientists who are
working tirelessly
and trying to find these vaccines.
Right.
Like we just need to change how the money's distributed to people.
Absolutely.
Oh, I know. Okay, here's one. I would like to continue to promote small, intimate gatherings.
Well, here's why I would say that's great. I don't like everybody.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but I know you're a concert festival guy.
Yes, but here's the sad thing about that. The fact that I've been to that many concerts, you're gonna run into people that are, first of all, are wilding. Second off, there are so many drunk people just like bumping you.
It's gross. Like outdoor festivals in the middle of summer to me are the nastiest things. Like, yes, you want to hear the art, but you got to go through all the people.
Right.
Even before the pandemic, I'm like, y'all, it's hot, it's sticky, it's nasty. I don't want to be around it. 100 degrees out here. Like, y'all out here wild and drunk, stumbling into people, like you said, spilling your drink on somebody.
Right.
Like, stepping on your feet. Like,
right. And see, I've been to so many concerts to the point of where now I find my own space and I chill. Like I'll find my little spot in the back and I just chill there.
Yeah.
Because it's come to a point of where, like, if people keep bumping me, I'm gonna get mad.
And that's the problem. So it's like I like the smaller gatherings.
Yeah.
I like it. We can still go see a show. There ain't gotta be as many of us.
Right.
I know people who get paid off that stuff don't like it. But that's another fight. I like that. Another thing I'm gonna throw out there too. Staying home to do stuff. I know no one wants to stay home, but the thought of staying home now, certain things I kind of enjoy.
Right.
I was just talking to homie. We watched what was that last week? Watching the game at the crib. I think I'm a full believer now. Watching a football game, especially an NFL game, at home is way better than going to a stadium and doing it.
My dad says the same thing.
It is. Yeah. One, I ain't got to deal with parking. I ain't got to find a seat, especially a lot of stadiums. The seats be trash unless you pay a boatload of money for them.
Right.
I can't eat what I want. To get the food I want, I got to drop $50, $60
right
on a hamburger and some fries in a 8-ounce drink that's filled with ice. To sit around people who stay fighting. Stay talking trash. That's all you see now. They stay fighting. Somebody gets slumped in the stadium. Some more Sons and 4 getting slumped.
World star.
Yeah, like why would I want it when I can kick back in a nice, comfy chair, recliner, eat whatever I want, wearing whatever I want. Climate control is whatever I want. I got big ass speakers, surround sound, TV big as hell. Why would I not want to? Why would I do that? Like, why would I want to go somewhere for that?
Right.
No.
Oh, didn't I? Wasn't there? Oh snap! That should be probably part of the Bob's and Karen's. So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I'm liking this whole thing. Like, it's okay to stay home for some stuff. Kick back at the crib. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't wait till this weather start dropping. The fire pit's coming out this year. I'm crushing fire pit this year. I started last year, then I realized what I had.
Yeah.
Why are we not hanging out back there? Why? Oh, wait.
It's a chill vibe.
Wait. Fire pit's going crazy this year. Like, absolutely. Stuff like that. We would have went and sat at a bar at a restaurant. We can buy the drinks we want, buy the food we want, go kick out in the backyard, and nobody's around to bother us. Nah, I'm liking the latter. I'm liking the latter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have to deal with people. Like,
exactly. The deer, but they don't bother you.
Hopefully.
They don't. When the fire lit, they don't come out there.
Oh,
you know what time it is. So, nah, I like these intimate gatherings, like smaller gatherings, and also you get to know who's who in your life.
Right. That's important.
Who your friends really are, who's really showing up for you. You know, and that's cool. And it's find creative ways to spend time. Well, right. Man, wait, s'mores is coming, David. These s'mores.
Hey.
The Crown Royal's flowing.
All right.
You know, get the speaker out there. We playing what we want.
We don't have to. Ooh, that's another thing. We don't have to listen to top 40.
Whack DJs.
Don't let me go to a venue with a whack DJ. Please God, please no.
The playlist, yeah. Like we create our own playlist at this point. I'm not trying to hit your playlist. So yeah. Admission fees, cover charges, dress codes.
You know what? I don't think I got to that point.
What?
In my personal life, I never got to the point of where I went somewhere and like there was like the whole cover charge or like dress code. I think I just wasn't a part of that life.
Oh, yeah. The grown man stuff you had to. One, I mean, I didn't like, especially certain places, I didn't like going out unless there was a dress code.
Okay.
Because it separated the men from the boys.
Right.
Like literally, like, don't let them in here. No, I want to be in a place where everybody looks like we at least look the part, which means you're not going to act crazy because you ain't want nobody to step on your shoes.
Right.
You're not acting crazy because you don't want nobody to spill something on that shirt. You know, like places like that where it's grown and sexy. The vibe is different. It's chill. Like, so yeah, but sometimes you had to pay for that.
Yeah.
I had to pay for that. Like, because not everywhere could provide that. And like, you had to go like VIP to provide that. You got to pay for that. So.
And VIP is no joke.
Yeah, but I was all about paying for that when I wanted to be out. Because I didn't want to deal with the BS.
You didn't want to deal with people?
Yeah, so like my birthday parties, like, I know what I spent just to be kind of, so it's funny. We're out, we hanging, but we tucked away. So why the hell we can just go back to the crib. Right. Why I gotta be out? I'm at the point I'm at the point in my life where I don't care to be seen. But I think a lot of times when you're younger, you just want to be out to be seen and socialize. Right. And think, back when we were young and single, I'm trying to get some girls. No, I don't know.
Bro, I'm over that. Like, let me find my girl. Let's go somewhere and let's just chill.
We chilling. We straight chilling. Like,
right.
So,
like, ain't nobody gotta bother us. Ain't nobody gotta like ball out. Let's just go somewhere. Let's have a nice meal. Let's maybe get some ice cream. and let's go back to the crib.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be all that madness anymore.
Right. Like, let's go see a movie.
Yeah. Like, literally, I mean, it ain't gotta be, like I said, it ain't gotta be all this ridiculous stuff. So yeah. I'm with that.
Ooh.
What you got?
Another thing. People getting in, like, let me say, heifers just getting in your face for no reason. Because I don't know what it is about me, but I have it. People will come up to, I've gotten so many random like encounters to where people have just approached me. And I've talked about this before with people, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this with you. Like, there are times to where it's a superpower that you should end up talking to somebody great. That's how I met Mike Epps. But also, it's how, like, honestly, that's how fights start.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I mean, fights, but then, like, I take it a step further.
Don't push me.
See, because you're crazy for real. See? But people just approaching you and just wanting to talk.
Right.
And just tell you their life story and just want to share.
That's the and here's the thing. I like that, but also be able to tell a story.
But that's the thing, because it's like the story's never linear. It's always back and forth. Mm-hmm. It's like it's hard to follow. Mm-hmm. They be telling you random facts about themselves that nobody should know, and it is never warranted. Like it always happens to me when I'm in a hurry.
Right.
I'm trying to bust a move here. 2 hours later. Damn. Like, why do I know so much about a random stranger? I don't even know your name, lady. What? Like, why do I know about your cats? Why do I know about your cats? Who are you? But all right, cool. All right.
Why do I know that your cats have cancer? Like, I never knew.
But I was like,
I'm not even a cat person. Why do I know that about you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? People I don't know you. I don't know you.
That's
you
why.
Seem like a nice person. You really do.
That's why I love when, if you've listened to the Bodega Boys podcast, one of Jesus AKAs is, "Don't talk to me in the Uber pool. I don't know you."
Oh goodness, yeah, that's why I don't get Uber pools. I'll pay the extra $3, yo. I don't care.
Right. Get that Uber X.
Because again, tight space, bunch of strangers, never goes well. Does somebody fart in that joint? Oh, that's
no, fight. It's not even that for me. It's the some kids got in the car and now they're just wilding out.
That's what I'm saying. And then you don't know who's getting in. Mm-mm.
Right. And like I had to stop. I had to stop the pool.
That's what I'm saying, because it's a little cheaper. Nope, I'll pay the extra $3.
Yeah, because it's only $3.
I'll pay
$3 more.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a one-way ride too. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Mm. Think about tapped out. Online shopping options, which of course was a thing that wasn't. It was a thing before, but I think with
how much more shoes have you bought?
Last year, damn, I was going crazy last year.
Bro, do you know how many earbuds I've bought?
See, exactly. Exactly.
You know how many headphones I've bought? Like, I bought these during the pandemic.
Yeah. But not even just like the traditional. I mean, like, I'm starting to see places where you weren't able to shop online before.
Right.
Come up, even going back to the entrepreneurship part where it's like the little stores, like the Etsy stores and
right
places like that. I mean, like if we're not about to launch our website Friday, but like just
Shameless
more.
plug.
Yeah,
Ministature.
ministature.org. Yeah, Black by Ministature coming Friday.
Yep. Coming soon. Slide in the DMs, hit us up.
Yeah.
But also, what I've actually, another thing I should mention, the music artists that have been thriving during this pandemic and have become more creative because of it.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely love it. Because not only are we getting more merch, we're getting more music.
Yeah.
We're pretty much getting more art.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love that. When is the last time someone dropped 2 projects in the same year?
Exactly. It's been, DMX.
Right.
For real.
It's amazing. Love it.
Yeah. I forgot about that. You said music, and I've been thinking about all the Drake bars I've been texting you.
Bro, did you see that tweet?
I don't know what's been wrong with me. I was like, yo, why this is gonna be hilarious? And I just started texting random bars. Like,
oh, that's another thing. Comedy specials. They've been great during this pandemic.
Comedy specials.
Pretty much streaming services.
The YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was just watching. Yeah. They're getting creative, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving some of this stuff. Like,
right.
And it's giving them a time to really shine,
mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because even with like the artists, some of the bigger acts and stuff, they had to like fall back. They don't really need to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't taking a risk. So a lot of these up and comers, the dudes who be on YouTube, dudes who be on social media, started to thrive, starting to see.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
Like, Kevin Hart did a special in his house.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't like going out anymore. The only place I feel comfortable is my house.
Yep.
And I totally agree. Granted, that man is a multimillionaire. So I get it. But also
you don't have to leave the house, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But also I don't have to leave the house to catch his special.
Yeah. So I do appreciate the creativity, just in artistry.
Mm-hmm.
And people had to adapt and kind of find ways to get their stuff out there, and then putting stuff out there just for the fans and exclusive stuff. And, it's cool.
Yeah.
I know it's
also
something.
Really cool things like Patreons and OnlyFans and like all of these different services, they've come up.
Yeah. And even the movies trying to adapt. I kind of like the little, hey, I can stream this movie same day as it drops in movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll pay the $30. Yeah, I will.
I won't, but I will wait.
But the thing, I mean, like, it's been good date night.
Right.
It's been good for the kids, especially the kid movies that come out.
Yeah.
And also, I'll be honest, as a family, it's cheaper.
Absolutely.
$30 for a kid movie is still cheaper than us having to go to the movies to watch that movie.
Right. Because for some reason, popcorn is like $50.
Well, the tickets, I mean, if you think about tickets, damn near 20 each at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Then popcorn, don't get the snacks. Don't
bring the backpack.
I was like, who's still buying snacks at the movie theater? Y'all still doing that?
I mean,
call me what you want.
If anything, like it's just popcorn, but like at the same time, like because let me not lie. I will get the whole meal at the movie theater.
At the movie theater?
Yeah.
Nah, you gotta see. Okay.
I've done it.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like they got the burger, they got the nuggets and fries.
You ain't never sneaked the McDonald's in?
I have. Oh. But here's the thing. They don't allow backpacks anymore.
See, that's why I see me and moms come with the purse. Last time we almost got caught, yo. We in the rapping McDonald's rappers.
Straight up grubbing.
Yo, we was in that joint making so much noise. I almost forgot. I was like, oh, yo, put the rapper away.
Bro, like, Like me and my friends, we used to go get food and then walk into the theater.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, I ain't never. Them gummies at the movie theater be like $10.
Right.
Why would I do that?
Why would I do that to myself?
Why would I do that? I'm so petty. I'll go buy gummies at 7-Eleven, put them in my own Ziploc bag, and put them in my pocket and walk in the movie theater. Yeah, I don't care. Call me what you want, but I'm snacking.
Hey, not only that, I've done that. Have it all crinkling.
See, that's
while
why
I'm watching it.
That's what was in there. That's what me and mom was.
I'll look dude straight in the eye. And I'll be like, yes, one for Avengers, please.
I know you gotta get your wallet.
Yeah,
keep going there. Look, matter of fact, I got a movie next month, Halloween coming up. I'm already plotting my move. Already plotting what I'm gonna bring with me.
Yo, bro, you know what we should do for Black on Film? We should rent a theater.
I heard you can still do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check on that because it wasn't that much.
Yeah,
it was like $100. I'm going to see
something like that.
Yeah, let me check. I know, but now the movie theater's open. I want to have. Let's see if they're still doing it or the price went up. We could do that.
Yeah,
bring your camera. Straight bootlegging. I just sit in the movie there with your iPhone.
I mean, you know what? You know what I will say about that? They should let you do it because you drop bread to rent out the theater.
Nah, they don't want you to keep making that bread. You pay $15 and then you selling them joints.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go live.
Stream the movie. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're gonna jump you in the movie theater.
Share pocket.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Oh man.
Like, what's up?
See, petty. We both. I'm petty. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna pay me to stream it, I'll stream it. Oh man, imagine. Yeah.
But the only thing is, you got to pay my bail. Okay,
that's the problem. Nah, ain't nobody doing that. And they them apparently them fines. Yeah, they hitting you.
Yep.
That's all I got though on that. We've been going for a minute. We got any Bobs and Karens?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, let's get.
I sent some to you.
I haven't even seen them. It's been one of them days. Right. What we got?
All right. So, let me start with the Oregon school kids, and apparently some in Michigan have been participating in a slave trade with a mock slave trade with the Black kids in their school.
I've heard something about that before. Yeah.
What kind of 60s type?
I've heard about similar things before. Yeah.
What?
It's all game till you get punched in the mouth.
I really, man.
So
I think I really do think about being a parent one day, but then I hear things like this, and I think like, what would I do if I found my child's name in somebody's snap? Because I know all I'm doing is seeing red.
Yeah, I mean,
I might have to throw your child across the room. And the funny thing is that
David, you fight kids?
No, but don't push me. And here's the thing. Tell me you haven't, to all the parents listening to this, tell me you haven't thought about throwing a kid across the room.
Damn. I'll tell you some of the thoughts I've had. The future thoughts I have. I got daughters. I think about when they
that's all you have to say. That's all you have to say.
That's all I have to say. So I'm thinking about fucking some kids up. But yeah, I mean, on that subject,
it's a loaded question.
It is. And just to know that it's still evil out here.
Mm-hmm.
And know the kids and environments are just as evil too.
Right.
And where do you think they get it from? So yeah.
Charity starts at home, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, they do it, but see, the thing is, they do it on Snap. They do it in the secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
Because say it to one of them kids' faces and watch you get bopped in the head. Watch you get
Yo,
punched in the mouth.
are kids still getting beat up at schools?
Yes. Yes. Every single day. And I promise you, let one of them black kids find out.
Mm. Yeah, that's not going to end well.
But the problem is, they'll punch the kid in the face and then he'll get suspended.
Yeah, but also
because they were told you were the aggressor. You shouldn't have done it.
That's another thing that needs to change about school. But it's something that's needed to change about school for the longest time.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the overall reform. Like, you need to change everything. But yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's all fun and games till little Billy gets bust. Right. That.
I catch him till I circle the block and catch little Billy.
Now that it comes to light, what you think is about to happen? Yeah, good luck controlling that school environment. Yeah.
Right.
And for the adults who probably knew.
Mm. You know what? The sad thing about like a lot of teachers is that, and especially a lot of teachers that teach at the inner city schools, they will watch the fight.
First of all, most teachers aren't physically strong enough to handle it. They're trained not to.
Right. That's true.
Go ahead and jump in there with Big Jerome, and Big Jerome hip toss you too. And they'll tell you, you shouldn't have jumped in there. That's what school security and all the people are supposed to be for.
Right.
So yeah, don't let them. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Right. Have you ever had to like restrain a kid? Have you ever had to restrain the kid that was winning the fight?
Yes. Okay. I was trained in all of that.
Okay.
My background, I come from the worst of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to the school system, that stuff was kind of mild from what I had seen.
Mm.
So I'm looking at these kids like, y'all some little suckers. You going most fights.
They're gonna try to jump.
No, they ain't even get off. It ain't even get off the ground. Most fights, they in each other's faces. Somebody says something, you get pushed. Maybe somebody swung and missed, and you could tell they really want to fight. And then every now and then, you got that kid that was about it,
about that life.
About that life.
You know what's sad? I've always gone to the schools to where the kids were about that life.
Yeah.
Like, I always, for some reason, especially my last semester, like there were like maybe 3 fights that I wasn't far from.
Oh, 3? Okay, I used to work in a school where 3 a day.
Yo.
And who did they call to come? I was the dude that had to come stop the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen some wild stuff.
So let me ask this question now. When they see you, do they stop?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes they ain't see me coming. Sometimes they ain't care. Like I say, if it was some of them kids,
that's exactly what I'm asking.
So I mean, they was gonna get theirs in, knowing I'm gonna separate them. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I never feared children. I never feared children in school.
Good on you.
I knew them because I'm breaking the fight up. I'll step in. I'm getting in between. I'm separating you. I never feared getting swung on and stuff like that. One, because I built relationships with them. So they knew if I'm there, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to work with you, but I'm going to separate you, though, and make sure, you ain't killing each other. But yeah, but I mean, sometimes kids, every now and then, I catch one of them just didn't care. And you do it properly within your training, but you got to snatch them up.
Right.
And it's not something I hate doing it. I hated it.
Right.
It's not something I like putting my hands on other people's children. I hated it. But for the safety of everyone, you have to do it. Sometimes I've stopped students from attacking other teachers.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah. I had to stop students from hurting themselves. Overdoses. De-escalation with weapons. I've had kids bring guns to school. And they told me, and they showed me. I've seen all kinds of stuff. I've seen it all, probably. Yeah. Man, one time this girl overdosed, and she was so gone.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it took 6 of us, grown men, to get her on the bed and restrain her. She was gone.
Right.
Little girl. Cops, EMTs, everybody. 6 of them. I've seen kids. I've been spit on. That's probably the worst.
Yeah,
that's probably the worst.
That feels very.
Like I said, I can handle the physical stuff, but getting spit on, that was the worst. Yeah. I
just feel like that's like almost the ultimate disrespect.
Yeah, it is, and it's actually like assault, because especially you don't know what people's body fluids,
right?
And then that was from someone I knew didn't care about nothing. Like I said, the school stuff was the easy stuff. I used to manage boys and girls' homes. The girls were way crazier than the boys.
I've heard that.
Oh my goodness,
I've heard.
Most of the time, boys just fight. They fight, separate over it. Boys can fight 10 minutes later, be friends again.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen it.
Not some of them girls, though. They be plotting and scheming months later. Yeah, I know. Oh, goodness. All right, we've been gone. You know what? It's one of them nights. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we got like 1 or 2 more Bobs and Karens.
We got one more.
Okay, what we got?
So there's a Karen throwing a temper tantrum in a restaurant. She called some of the employee, like she called an employee the nigger, hard R, and the cops called. The employees are trying to talk to the cop, and like somehow it turned, and the cop started to like be aggressive towards the employees.
Of course.
And it really baffled my mind, like the way it turned, because I watched the whole video and then I was like, how did this happen?
So not watching it,
you should have been arrested her, and like it should have been over.
Well, like we say, do you feel like the cops went in there with an agenda already? That's probably what the Karen wanted. Who called the cops?
Might have been the workers, might have been somebody outside, might have been just somebody that was at the restaurant.
Well, we know sometimes like that be their goal. Like that's why it's like we try to do everything right, try to play by their rules. Right. But the rules were not designed for us.
You can do everything right.
and they still gonna turn on you because you are deemed as the threat at the end of the day.
Right.
They really there for you. Yeah. So it's sad it shouldn't happen, but does it surprise me?
It shouldn't.
No.
Right.
So yeah, craziness. Keep it going.
Yep.
So I know we've been doing this for a while. You know, it's time to go. Community Coalition Show. Y'all know what time it is. Sponsored by the Black Squirrel Media Network.
Yes. Come to Black Squirrel.
Yeah.
If you're tired of your ads always cutting in and out, come to Black Squirrel.
I like that one. Yeah.
We gotta come up with one every week.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. If you just tired, come to Black Squirrel. How about that? Like, you just tired. You sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Come to Black Squirrel.
Come to Black Squirrel. You know. But on that note, we out, y'all.
Oh, don't forget to check us out every week. We have other podcasts on our network. And hopefully you find something that you like.
That's how I feel. Till next week, y'all. We out.
Kenny's just done. Peace.